again, and here we go. Continuing on, so now we're into October of 1990. Um, I think the last couple of songs were probably August or so. Now we're into October, and I'm actually staying with a friend at this time, and actually that's where I ended up immediately. Was over at a friend's place, and yeah, it was a difficult time. Funny story. Weren't doing very well at all financially over there. In fact, I can't remember, it was actually here a little bit later, um, that it was so bad financially speaking that we were um, no money, and we were eating beets for morning breakfast and breakfast, lunch, and supper basically. And it's kind of funny because I actually really always hated beets. And I think afterwards, as I'm doing this, I'm thinking, okay, very funny, God. You said you'd provide, but you didn't say how you'd provide. And it was to the point where I was actually peeing red. And at that time, I lost like 25 pounds in 5 weeks or something like that. I was so stressed out and everything. But, and by the way, I actually kind of like beets now. So I find it a little bit funny that it's like, okay, God's got, I told you I'd provide, didn't say how. But anyway, I look back on it as kind of being a funny thing. But anyway, this song is called "Cuts Like a Knife," and I'm basically sort of musing, as it were, on what I'm thinking about as far as how I was being treated. So anyway, it's not a happy song, I guess, but it's kind of an upbeat feeling song anyway. So anyway, it's called "Cuts Like a Knife." I remember long ago you held me, and you said you'd never let me go. I can still hear you whisper, I have more love than you will ever know. That's why it cuts like a knife when you turn away, when you keep your love hidden from me. Each time you empty my life, whenever you say I'm not sure if I should be here. From the very first moment I loved you, you were all I needed and held dear. I never thought I'd see the day when loving would be the source of constant fear. That's why it cuts like a knife when you turn away, when you keep your love hidden from me. Each time you empty my life, whenever you say I'm not sure if I should be here. I never thought love was such a price to pay. It used to be so effortless for me. I never thought I would be wondering if you would go or maybe stay. That's why it cuts like a knife when you turn away, or when you keep your love hidden from me. Each time you empty my life, whenever you say I'm not sure if I should be here. That's why it cuts like a knife when you turn away, when you keep your love hidden from me. Each time you empty my life, whenever you say I'm not sure if I should be here. That's why it cuts like a knife. That's why it cuts like a knife. That's why it cuts like a knife.